most beautiful LJ.
Yeah. Finna go off on this shit. Yeah. City of angels, that's where we from. Whole lot of hotels, whole lot of buns. We don't give a fuck, we do what we want. Throw up a star, throw up a gun. Just bought a mic, finna go stupid. Shout out my uncle, con little bullet. Lil tweaked out, bitch, don't know what she doing. Told her Kate Roxanne, she got her ass moving. Ponderos and smoke, said she gotta be the vibing. Pull up a beat and they know that I'm rhyming. Dope man pulled her, what good timing. Bad bitch cute, and she looking like she wildin'. I don't give a fuck.
What up, Vida gang? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video by Chills, aka the food with the weird ass voice. And this video is called 12 videos that were as scary as 2020. 2020 was a fucking scary ass year, man. And it's not over yet. We still have 2 days. So anything can happen.
Yeah, let's get into this video. You dig?
A man
I've
with
reacted
a
to Chills
backpack
before,
is casually exploring
so if you want to check those
inside of
videos
a
out,
home
they're
that's
down below
not
in the
his
description,
own.
fool.
He appears to be having a conversation on the phone like it's no big deal. As he searches through a purse and moves deeper into the house, a creepy moment is caught on camera when their child wanders into the frame and is quickly snatched up, not by the stranger, but by the babysitter. According to her, the scary man was running down the steps at her when this happened. She could have easily ran out of the house, but the fact that she took those extra steps into the kitchen, risking her life to save the child, is what makes her a real hero. I can't say all babysitters would do the same. Exploring the woods goes wrong when a black bear picks up this girl's scent and curiously wanders well into her personal space. Now she and 3 other women have to remain as still and calm as possible in the hopes that the wild animal will lose interest and move on. At 22 seconds, it seems curious about the way her hair smells, and I really hope she isn't wearing any scented shampoo, especially fruit or honey scented. Just when it looks like this strange animal encounter is over, the bear swings back and sniffs her leg, which finally gets a reaction and makes her flinch. Look at her face at 48 seconds and you can see her lips are tightly pressed to prevent a scream from escaping, which could set it into a frenzy. The bear recoils and playfully swats at her leg twice before deciding it's outnumbered and not worth it. This definitely has to be one of the scariest encounters to have in the woods, and probably the closest this group has ever been to becoming bear food. These 2 men are enjoying an outdoor meal in London when a third person swipes their laptop and runs away. They both get up without hesitation and give chase. Let me know if you would have done the same thing, or if you wouldn't want to risk getting into a brawl. Either way, the person hops onto a scooter and gets away with the laptop. As far as I know, he was never caught. Julester, 27, is staying with her sister and her friend at a hotel in Orlando, Florida, when they decide to take the elevator one last time for fun. Big mistake.
Why? What happened? That shit's going fast as fuck.
It turns out to be one of the scariest moments of their lives. Everything is going fine until the girl wearing a black shirt starts jumping at 16 seconds, and then 2 seconds later the whole thing makes a terrible sound, like something has broken or a safety mechanism has kicked in.
Fucking fat ass thing.
I'm not sure which, but both are bad, and now the door is jammed.
Their way wouldn't be able to do that shit, I'm pretty sure.
Open the door! Emma!
Soon, a nervous crowd forms and people are shouting at them from below. As Emma waves her hands for help in a panic, you'll hear what sounds like a security guard or some kind of employee walk up and tell her to stop in a stern voice, which is a little bizarre.
I need to stop recording.
Why?
sorry.
Eventually, firefighters come to the rescue and pry open the doors long enough to crawl through the hole on their hands and knees. The only reason I think they were told to stop recording in the first place is because the hotel knew they could be dealing with a lawsuit and wanted no video evidence in case the elevator came crashing down. They were almost definitely in more trouble than they understood, so basically never jump in the elevator. Bull sharks are one of the few species that will aggressively go after humans, and this scary shark video shows exactly why. It's because their instinct is to strike at anything near. It doesn't matter if it's much larger and doesn't taste good. The angry bull shark, as these fishermen put it, does not let go of its target right away like most sharks. Instead, it stalks and strikes the back of their boat, ripping at the motor for 4 full seconds before deciding that this isn't a meal and carrying on. When they check out the engine, they find the casting is dented by 2 different bites. These 3 puncture marks along the bottom are where the teeth actually manage to penetrate the exterior casing, which requires an insane amount of crushing power. If it can do this to an engine, imagine what it could do to your leg. A small crowd gathers to watch a commercial airliner take off. But what should be a fun little diversion turns into a scary moment, and it's all caught on camera.
Fucking dumbass.
A person is getting in some exercise.
Well, that's not scary. That's some dumbass shit.
In a sudden sandstorm created by high-powered turbine engines. He's directly in the jetliner's path, and there's nowhere for him to go but down a steep slope into the water. And you can see others are also stuck in its path. This is probably exactly why there aren't more beaches this close to an airport. I know this is kind of humorous, but it stops being funny if you get a piece of sand embedded in your eye. Or worse, which thankfully did not happen here. Carl Mroch caught a scary moment on camera while vacationing at Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. He sneaks up a lifeguard and finds under the black shades are 2 closed eyes. Only when he taps the man with his camera does his eyes open. So he was out cold, and judging from the tight frown, he finally realizes he's been caught on camera doing something he shouldn't have been. Some people might give him a second chance, but I think he should probably get fired for this, because it's his job to scan the waters and keep everyone safe, especially during this busy 2016 season. If someone went under the water and he was asleep like this, there would have been major consequences for sure. I know some people can do their jobs with their eyes closed, but I think we can all agree that a lifeguard is not one of them. An Australian deep-sea fisher named Cavi brings aboard a sea creature he's never seen before. An unknown fish with a face too bizarre to put into words. It's bugging out as much as they are, eyes and tongue ready to burst. It's probably puffing up to scare them, and doesn't look like this all the time, or at least I hope not. Nobody has been able to figure this one out, so maybe you can explain to them what kind of fish this is. A man is complaining about the constant rain in Raleigh, North Carolina, when nature apparently has had enough.
This sucks. Looks like it's gonna be...
When you play frame by frame at 12 seconds, you can see a bright white flash takes up most of the screen and comes from the left. That means the lightning hit extremely close, probably his parking lot if not his building, and the video immediately ends. Is this a ghost or not? Is what the uploader of this potentially paranormal video wants to know. First, let's watch this intro.
Because you know how some shit, like, over time, like, it could be wind, it could be anything. Shit just moves like that.
As soon as he introduces himself, an object moves by itself behind him, Or maybe a ghost introduces itself in return, he suspects. I think the object fell forward on its own because it was top-heavy. This video could explain a lot of other alleged ghost sightings on YouTube, where an object moves on its own. But I don't think this was faked on purpose. Just a coincidence is all. What do you think? Real ghost or not really? A YouTuber in Central Texas named Dylan Dickerson stopped feeling safe from home years ago when he first heard these strange sounds in the sky in December of 2018.
I hope you can hear that.
Sounds like a car.
What's especially scary about this video is that at times it sounds like a scary voice.
Now we're hearing them again.
Sounds like a fucking demon.
At other times it sounds like something else completely.
It just seems like they're always barking.
Oh, hell no, bro. That sounds like an actual demon now.
Almost like a battle of some sort just beyond our galaxy.
Yo, why is there always a fly fucking flying when I'm filming, man? God damn. I'm sorry. I gotta get a fucking fly swatter or something, bro. Old school shit.
As this video taken 2.5 years later shows, the unexplained sounds in the sky have not gone away. If anything, they've become louder and more persistent, like it's evolving.
Bro, I'd say this is more of like a trippy video instead of like a scary video.
I think these are real sky sounds caught on tape because the bird sounds up close and the sky noises are far away. Plus, 2 years is a long time to keep faking the same kind of video without much notice. So I believe in these scary sounds over Dylan's house. Do you? I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. There's a bus driver who thinks using the brakes on this mountain in China is for amateurs.
Whoa. Cool ass motherfucker.
Clearly ignores the yellow caution lines that represent a line you are never supposed to cross.
Who's in that bitch?
This isn't a closed road either. You